Hello everybody, my name is Alex and welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Crypto. Today we're going to be answering one simple little question. What type of investor are you? If you want to make your journey stress-free, anxiety-free and help you make better decisions, then knowing the answer to this one simple question will make life so much easier. So I've been in the crypto space now for 5 years and counting. And I've invested in well over 100 different cryptos. And with all this information now, I would like to give back, help others out, and really sort of help people on their journey. So to help you do that, I've created something called the Free Essential Guide. And on this list, you will find all the information as a new beginner that you should 100% know and be looking into. And if you would like to get that, then all you need to do is comment down below, please send me the free guide, and I'll get that over to you straight away, no questions asked. And for the person who needs a little bit more help on their journey, then please consider some sort of mentorship. It was something that, thinking back, I probably should have done something along these lines, because I've spent hours and hours and hours researching this industry, this new asset class, and I've had to go through all the teething problems of every new investor, of learning and finding and searching and researching. And if you would like to cut down on some of that time and have more confidence out there and have someone to lean on, then what better thing to do than have a mentor? And please just reach out and speak to me, and I'll continue to help you just like I have many other people in this space already. So today's topic: what type of investor am I? And this is a huge thing to know, because like I mentioned in previous videos, having some sort of plan of how you're going to spend your money and invest your money is super important, and knowing what type of investor you are is going to help you on this journey. If you want to be a trader, a meme coin chaser, a hodler, there's nothing wrong with any of these, but you have to decide which one you are. You have to decide your risk level, you have to decide on your time input, and that will help you work out which one you're going to be. So, trader. Let's start with trading. So first of all, on this journey, not only do you have to start by learning what you're going to be trading, so cryptos, which cryptos, because they all move slightly different and they sort of fluctuate differently, but also you need to know how to read charts. You definitely need to know how to read, candlestick charts, RSI, all these different things that, might sound alien now, but you're going to need to learn them if you're going to start trading. Some people trade on different time bases. You can trade on short term or long term. You can trade pattern trading, so there's different patterns that you need to be able to learn and understand when they appear. And some people just like to trade on resistance lines and support lines, which is a strong way as well. And you have to decide, if you're going to be a trader, which angle are you then going to use and learn from. And one thing I found when I was trading quite regular is that it really does take your time, in a big way, and you have to be able to manage your emotions on a very, very short time frame as well, because the market's moving constantly, and you can open a trade. 1 minute you're all smiley and happy because it's in profit and you're like, yes, brilliant, and then the next minute a huge red candle comes in and it's literally, you're losing money. So it's an emotional roller coaster, and you've got to decide if that's going to be for you. It's definitely a much higher risk, so you've definitely got to decide, how much risk am I going to put in? How much am I going to put in these trades? And if you consult all the major trading companies, they will always recommend 1% of your portfolio, of the amount that you are looking to invest. So 1%, and you'll be looking for returns of a 3-to-1 ratio. So meaning that you're not just going to double your money, you've got to try and look for a 3-to-1 return. And that way, that's going to sort of negate the fact that you're not going to win every single trade. So the idea is that the ones that win big will cover some of the losses. There is no trader out there who has a 100% win rate, so you have to come up with a trading plan, a trading style, a trading time of the day, to what's going to work best for you. Some people doing it on the time that different stock exchanges open around the world, so you've got to decide where you're going to put your time and effort. And trading is a huge sort of responsibility on yourself, and that's one reason why I decided to step away from sort of leverage trading along those lines, because my life just did not allow me to sort of put that effort in. And also I didn't want to be sat in front of a computer screen all day, every day, staring at these trades. So trader, is that for you? High stakes gambler? Who knows? You decide. So there's other opportunities out there as well. Meme coins have had a surge this year. Some people have said that this bull run is the meme coin bull run. But is it? Will it be? It has been, but they've taken a big step into the light. And there's lots of different ways you can trade meme coins. But it's generally been a fast-paced pump and dump. Anybody can create a meme coin or release it out there, and they'll try to give it a funny twist, or they'll try and call it something based on a trend. Animals as a trend, so that you might see like dogs and cats and all kinds of different things that are out there, and just some really, really ridiculously stupid ones. And it's just a minefield, an absolute minefield. I've spent a lot of hours looking into it, a lot of time investing into it, and you can win big and you can lose big as well. It is really just it's gambling on an extreme level. It's probably lower odds than going into a casino and just spinning up a roulette wheel, and just picking black or red. It really is sort of you've got to be brave to be in there. And there's lots of things to know. There's so many scammers in there. It's just huge, super huge. There's even just people in there just scamming people just for fun. It's just the way that meme coin thing works. There are obviously some meme coins that have survived the test of time. There are the big ones out there. Doge is just humongous now, and it's still a worth an investment if that's the way you want to go. So there are big high caps, but these super low caps, I would personally you've got to be very good at what you do. So if you're new to crypto, then I would seriously be sidestepping these sorts of trading. And then you have the good old hodler, the good old holder, however you want to say it. But somebody who's looking to invest based on cryptos with real utility. Somebody who's going to do the research and find out, what a crypto is all about and where they're heading. You're going to look into their team, you're going to look into their utility, you're going to look to see if they're, answering a gap in the market. All the big companies out there that are non-crypto related, they fill the gap in the market. And crypto will be no different. For now, the people who are investing are the real early birds. But soon it'll just be like your Google and your Amazon on the table. Once people realise Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the rest of it are here to stay, and as we go into a more AI and soon robot-driven, world, if you don't understand that these cryptos are going to be there for the robots to pay each other, then there's a bit more research for you to do there too. So what else can I talk about? Hodling is definitely less gambling, 100%. If you want to be a gambler, you can be a gambler. If you want to be an investor, then it's totally different. It's less time. You make that initial investment, and then you can just sit back and wait to see what happens with the market. It's such a huge thing. It's going to be a personal thing. You're going to have to decide personally where you want to be. I decided that after trying all the different routes and training and researching and spending time, I can read charts, I can watch the patterns, I can go into the meme coin world and look into all that. But I'm here to, live outside of that world and using crypto to, help transform my world, so I can work less hours and, work in the matrix less, if you catch my drift. But this for me is a long-term play. I have cryptos that I will hold and potentially never ever sell. Generating passive income in the future is, and I already do, but even more on a grand scale as time goes on. It could be just something that allows me to just, retire and just live off these things, passively earning. And who would not want that? Spending more time with your family, maybe taking part in some hobbies and experiences, travelling, holidays, whatever it may be. And that's really the end goal, isn't it? To ultimately have an investment portfolio in a brand new asset class that's going to keep you, just where you want to be, just in a world of being happy. So I think that's enough from me for today, and I really hope this is helpful to all you new people who are out there. It really is an important thing to decide where you would like to go. Excuse me. And that would be a brilliant place to start, deciding on what type of investor you are. So if that sounds good, you can carry on with that. And just remember, if you would like to get the free essential guide, then don't forget to comment below. Please send me the free guide. Just drop that in the comments and that is coming your way, no problem. And if you need that mentor, somebody who can help you, somebody who can answer all your questions day and night, whenever you need it, then reach out. Just say hello, and I'm here to help, no problem. So drop anything you need to know in the comments, and I will be back soon with another video. Until then, you all take care, and I will see you soon. Cheers.